So last week when we were in the situation of needing to make the width less so it would fit, so that the content would fit, we just set the width on the body tag. But I want to give you another option that's very common to do, and that is to put a div around much of the page content, often all of the page content. For example, inside the body, I might say, you know what, I would just like another level of containment here. It's often called something like container or page. Some common names for it. Just put a div there and end it right before the body ends. So it just gives me another level of container object in Beautify. So to work with. And again, this div is invisible. It's just another thing that I can hang background images or apply margin or padding to. Now I have a div for the container. Let me just write and I've ID'd it. As you see, there's only one container in the whole document, so I can identify it easily. And so I might go up here and say, in the case of the container, I would like to have a width set on it so that it will fit inside my body content, and then I might adjust some padding. So how big is that background image? The width of it is 760. So when I am styling my container, I can put a 760 pixel width on it to squeeze everything inside my container down. Refresh. Okay. Wow. Kind of working, kind of not working. Let's have a quick look. So that's beautiful. My container is working well. Nice. However, I have some things that are not working, like this thing. What is going on with that? Oh, well, this is a div in addition to being ID of container. So by default, it's got a butterfly image on it. That's not what I wanted. Okay, we'll solve that in a minute. Is the rest of it working? Well, container 760 pixels. Oh, and it's got padding right on it because it's a div too. If I take that off, it does fit. Okay, so I've got two things going on. Got a container, got to make sure that the box model is working for my container. Not only is it width, but its box sizing should be border box. But when I think about it, you know, I really want all the divs to behave like a border box sizing. So I'm going to take border box sizing. So I'm going to take that rule and put it into all divs. I think this is, and often this is, you'll see something like this happening. Let's take a look at that. Much better. Okay, this is still totally a problem, but we'll solve that in a moment. Now I have, if I mouse over container, you can see that it is, you can see how wide it is. It goes right up to that orange margin. And then I can adjust the, I've adjusted the padding inside it, and I can adjust the padding on the left. So I might say inside that container, let's give it a padding left of, 100 pixels or so to get it over onto this part. That's looking a lot better. Nice. Okay, these butterflies are too far over, but that's because I have double padding. So now I'm left with my last problem, which is, so unfortunately, because the container is also a div, it is getting all of these rules applied to it. I don't really want these rules to apply to all divs. I like the box sizing applying to all divs, but these, the background and the padding right, I really only want them to apply to those divs that are like Caterpillar, Chrysalis, Adult Info. And so those are all, I want to somehow categorize all these things as the same thing. In the next video, we'll see 2 ways to do this.